Hey guys, what's going on? So today we're going to be talking about positioning in Arena, and peeling to so that way your teammate can live. So what exactly do I mean by positioning? Well, say you want to be in line of sight of your teammates, whether that be at like max range, like somewhat nearby, but you want to be in their line of sight, so that way, say your teammate's a healer, so that way your healer can heal you without having to go out of their way, and at best you'll be max range, and they'll be able to use their defensive cooldowns on you, keep you topped up, and that type of stuff. Another line of sight thing, say you're a melee and you're playing with a caster, you don't want to, and you say you have a stun, you can stun the person you're trying to kill in you can put them within your teammate's line of sight. So if you're a warrior and playing with a warlock, you can use your storm bolt, and the warlock, say assuming he's destruction, he can throw his chaos bolts into whoever you're trying to defeat, right? And the warlock can stay put, and you can stay put there, and you just, do all your damage and hopefully you get the kill, right? Usually you want to do that like if you're behind a pillar, you can stun the enemy like behind a pillar, and if they're stunned behind a pillar, most likely they're going to be out of line of sight of their teammate, right? So their healer, their team, whatever they are, right, they'll have to either, if they're sitting in crowd control, right, then they'll have to trinket, right, use their trinket to get out of it. They'll have to use some type of major defensive ability, whether it's like a guardian spirit, a tranquility, nature swiftness, something, right, whatever it may be, spirit link totem. You want to create distance between the enemy and their teammate, and you also want to be within line of sight of your teammate, and to the very simplest, to the very basics, at least be like max range. So if you're playing a healer and your teammate's some type of DPS, right, of course you want to be max range from them, but you want them in your line of sight. Don't just stay put though. Like something I see a lot is, especially like in the lower brackets, which is like what I'm going for here, the healers or whatever, they'll stay put, they won't move, right? And I mean, it's not a mythic dungeon, it's not a raid boss. I mean, even in there you have to move, but you want to be aware of like where the enemies are, where you guys are at, and if you guys have to move, then like move, right? If you're the healer, move with your DPS. Don't just stand there and then get mad that they're on the other side of the map. Granted, yeah, they should be on the other side of the map, but it's also your job too to go ahead and move with him or her, right? And you'll be on top, right? At least be max range from them. Now, if they go behind a pillar, if you move with them and they go behind the pillar and they don't have some type of defensive to get out of that, then yeah, it's their fault, right? But otherwise, move with your DPS. Don't be afraid to, actually move. Something people usually do, I see healers doing this too. They'll line of sight their teammate. How? Well, usually, say they have like a big, like the enemy team has like all their defensive their offensive cooldowns popped, right? And in that case, then you just want to at least try and get behind a box. But if you're playing with your teammate that has the ability to peel, right? You're playing with the mage can sheep. If you're playing with a monk, they can lake sweep, they can in-cap. If you're playing with a warrior, they can intervene you. Playing with a paladin, they can bop you, they can sacrifice the hand of sacrifice. There's a lot of different things that your teammate can do, right? I mean, that comes down to like class knowledge as well, but don't line of sight them, don't run to the other side of the map, because sometimes you guys are still able to get a kill, right? But if you're gonna do like a panic run and you're gonna run to the totally opposite end of the map of where your partner's at, and if your partner's sitting like in a full CC, crowd control, whether it be like a sheep, a cyclone, a trap, a root, a blind, something, and they don't have a way to get out, right? Then you're essentially relying on yourself, and then you run behind a pillar on top of that, and you're about 60 yards away. I mean, and if I don't have movement speed, right? If I'm playing a priest, I mean, I can fade. I have some movement speed, but if I don't have any of that available to me, right? I mean, you're just gonna die, right? When I might have something that could have saved you. That happened to me like yesterday. It happens a lot, but I'm making this video because it happened yesterday. I was playing with someone. I was playing with a paladin. I could have easily gripped him back, but I was sitting in a full CC, and he would panic run. Yeah, I mean, it's nothing against the dude. I mean, he's new. We talked about it, and he didn't make the mistake again. But that's definitely something that you should be mindful of. Always be within, try to do your best to stay in line of sight of your teammates. They'll be able to peel, right? Peeling would be like sheeps, stuns, blinds, roots, something that allows you to be able to get away safely so you can go heal up and prevent any more damage from being taken, right? Like from you taking any damage. And line of sight, right? So if you're playing with a caster and you're trying to get a kill on a stun, make sure you stun the person within line of sight of your caster, so that way your caster doesn't have to move, right? And they lose uptime essentially. Whereas you can do damage yourself, but if your teammate has to move to be able to, do their damage, well, they have to move so they can do damage. Being like a warlock, a mage, a boomkin, like a druid, right? An elemental shaman, any caster, even like a hunter. Well, if you're marks, right? But yeah, that's what I got. Positioning, peeling, and try and stay within. Try to stay in line of sight of your teammates. Do not, quote, line of sight your teammate, especially if you're playing with a healer, right? If you don't have an out, then you will die. That's all I got. Hopefully this helps somewhat. If you guys got any examples of what I'm talking about, I mean, you can share down below. Like the video, please. Leave a comment. Share it with your friends. Subscribe to the channel. And I hope this helped. If you have any questions, leave them down below as well. But I'm out, and I'll see you guys in the stream tonight. Later.